Some time ago now, Yamaha, the company famous for making some of literally everything, whether it's keyboards, Bluetooth speakers, guitars, saxophones, motorbikes, or barbecue grills, decided that they no longer wanted their most popular guitar model, the Pacifica, to be purely associated with being a budget instrument. And so they ventured to make a Pacifica that suits the needs of someone who's accustomed to something a bit higher end than a $300 guitar. And they did just that. These guitars have been featured on my channel before, actually over on 6-String TV, not this channel, but if you've seen my Best Japanese Guitars at NAMM 2024 video, right at the end there, I featured the Japanese-made Yamaha Pacifica professional models, because those were my favorite guitars made in Japan at the entire show. And right when I got home from NAMM, I started speaking to somebody at Yamaha Germany, saying I really want one of those Pacificas. Yamaha now has two lines of these high-end Pacificas, the Professional, made in Japan, and the Standard Plus Pacifica, made in Indonesia with near-identical specs. And the Standard Plus is what's in this box. So, a few pointers if you're new here and not a returning viewer from my main channel 6-String TV. This is not a paid demo or anything. I received no money. I specifically asked Yamaha for this specific guitar because this is what I wanted. I told them I would be making an unbiased review video, and this is part 1, which is the unboxing. I'll be unboxing this thing in just a second and giving you my first impressions, but I won't be plugging it in or playing it in this video, and I'm not really going to be giving you a review of it, because I don't think that's fair. Instead, what I do is I spend at least a week with any instrument before giving a detailed review of it, because that is just what I think is fairest. Sometimes they end up being better to me after a week of playing than I thought they were while unboxing, and sometimes they end up disappointing me after a week, and if they do, I tell you. So let's get to unboxing this Standard Plus, because I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this thing for a long time because they are in quite high demand, and it's finally mine. Ka-chow. I am actually somewhat happy that this was not shipped in like a box around the guitar box, you know, that this is just like one box because A, I suppose better for the environment or whatever, and B, it's quite annoying to have to get rid of that much fucking cardboard after unboxing any instrument. Also, I didn't mention how much these guitars go for. The Pacifica Professional, I believe, retails for about $2,000, and the Pacifica Standard Plus, with, again, near-identical specs, just made in Indonesia. I think the only discrepancy between the two is that the Professional has a compound neck profile. That one, I believe, retails for about $1,500. Ooh. There you go. Fuck off. Okay, right off the bat, very nice gig bag. Not that I wouldn't expect that for $1,500, but this is a very, very nice durable gig bag. Moment of truth. Moment of truth slightly obstructed by Velcro. I will let you take the first peek, although I assume this is going to be just wrapped in like cellophane or some foil in it anyway. Yes. Man, this is a nice gig bag. I mean, again, this is an expensive instrument. Really, realistically, this stuff should be shipped in a case, not a gig bag. But this is very nice. Okay, this is fun because I know what color I asked for, and I specifically insisted that I wanted this color. And I can kind of see it. You can't yet, so the mystery remains until the last second. Can you see it yet? Nope. Alright, great reveal in 3, 2... Shell pink, baby. Alrighty. See, I get quite disappointed by minor things like this, where like this is basically parchment paper, right? And I have a guitar here by K-Pro or Kai-Pro Guitars. It's a 7-string. And back when I unboxed that thing, that was still over on 6-String TV before I shifted all my gear content over to here. It had like a really nice solid piece of fretboard protection underneath the strings with like felt on it and stuff. And I really feel like that guitar is a lot less expensive than this one. So I feel like that should be the standard for guitars like this, because I actually kept that thing, and for the next guitar that I sold on Reverb, I just reused it while shipping, because it is genuinely worth like keeping and reusing something of that quality, as opposed to just wrapping parchment paper around the strings. Not the greatest presentation, but also let's not get hung up on what's wrapped around the strings during shipping, and instead get hung up on the actual instrument. Acoustic design technology resulting in balanced tone. Pickups designed in collaboration with Rupert Neve Designs. Superb playability through ergonomic design. So before I really get into the details, here are some nice shots of this beautiful instrument. There should be a whammy bar in here somewhere. There it is. So, spoke wheel truss rod adjustment tool, Allen wrenches as always, and the whammy bar and a manual that's going to go straight in the bin. Specs. It has an older body in the Standard Pacifica shape, which is sort of polarizing because while it is kind of just an alternative Strat shape, I never liked it until I did. Like, playing guitar for long enough just kind of makes it grow on you, even though back when I started playing and I was really into Fender Strats, I was like, oh, this is fuck ugly. And then eventually I was like, oh no, actually this is kind of awesome. So, alder body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard with 22 medium stainless steel frets. It's got a Godot 2-point tremolo bridge and Godot locking tuners, so high spec stuff there, very nice. Spoke wheel truss rod adjustment, 5-way pickup selector, 1 volume, 1 tone. The tone knob has a push-pull coil split for the humbucker, and these pickups are actually probably the most interesting part of this guitar, because the Standard Plus and the Professional Pacificas both have these pickups designed with Rupert Neve. Now, if you're not familiar with Neve, they make these like really high-end, expensive hi-fi mixing consoles, and so that is very interesting because this is already an interesting guitar, right? Like the Pacifica has always been known as the good $300 budget guitar for beginners, and now they've actually made it an instrument that, like, if you started on a Pacifica and you like it, eventually as you move to being like a professional grade player, you can still be using Pacificas. And then they also decided to collaborate with a hi-fi company to create pickups that you can't actually buy anywhere. These are not available for purchase. They are only manufactured to be put inside these guitars. And I have heard some people say, because this has been out for a while, that these pickups are not quite as easy to get used to and get tones out of that you'd be used to as like a set of Seymour Duncans or a set of fucking whatever else. But I am all for innovation in the guitar space, and we need more of it. There is not enough innovation with guitars, and something like, oh, we're going to make hi-fi pickups for this thing instead of just ramming a set of Seymour Duncans in it like with any other high-spec guitar. That is actually quite nice. So as far as aesthetics and feel go, this thing has absolutely no finish flaws. A matter of fact, this is like one of the nicest finishes I've ever like even held. This feels amazing. The headstock is just as ugly as on any Pacifica in the world. I'm sorry, Yamaha, don't be mad at me. It's just a headstock. I don't have to look at the headstock while playing. This is still a very, very nice instrument. Weight-wise, I can't tell you exactly what it weighs, but I'd say it's about on par with one of my Fender Strats. In fact, this one kind of seems heavier. And there are no obvious flaws that are, poking me in the eye or in the hand while holding and looking at this guitar. And so really, this is as far as I'm willing to go with the unboxing, because I'm going to give you beyond my first impressions in the actual detailed, unbiased review. Especially because I know now that these pickups are probably going to take some time to get used to, and therefore first impressions really would suck, because I probably wouldn't like it as much as I'm going to when I get used to dialing in sounds with these. So thank you to Yamaha for the guitar, thank you to you for watching. If you'd like to do any gear shopping of any kind, go through my affiliate links in the description if you want to support the channel, and also if you want to become a part of this series. I just released a part 2 to this series, and it's basically me just anonymously and lightheartedly roasting the purchases that you guys make through my affiliate links. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to support the channel, go through those to make any gear purchases in the near future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the review about a week and 2 days from now.